Hi, I'm Stacey Kate, and I help people buy and sell homes across North DFW. I've watched this area change for over 30 years, and the map can really be misleading. People will often tell me, we're looking to buy in Prosper, Celina, Frisco, or McKinney, like those are just slightly different versions of the same place, but they're not. Online, the search blurs together. You see newer homes, pretty neighborhoods, white kitchens, big islands, good schools, community pools, and walking trails, and drone shots that make every street look peaceful at sunset. Real life can add more context. Commutes matter. Traffic on Preston Road matters. How far you are from US 380 matters. School zoning matters. Even the pace of growth matters. The way a Saturday morning can feel and change from one city to the next matters. That's what I want to help you understand. Not just where the houses are, where your life may actually fit. Let's start with Frisco, because for most relocation buyers, that's the name that they often hear first. Frisco is the polished friend. With the color-coded family calendar, the dinner reservations already booked, the kids signed up for 3 activities, and a backup plan in case traffic gets weird. That's the energy. Frisco is convenient, active, developed, and very used to being in demand. You've got the star, shopping, restaurants, youth sports, corporate campuses, medical access, parks, entertainment, plenty of places where life can happen without feeling like you're constantly driving across the Metroplex. For people moving from another major suburb, Frisco often feels easy to understand. It gives you a lot of what buyers picture when they imagine a high-functioning North Dallas lifestyle. The buyer who usually loves Frisco wants access. They care about convenience. They like having choices close by. Their schedule is probably already full, so being near restaurants, activities, gyms, schools, and services has real value. Frisco can also feel reassuring for out-of-state buyers because it doesn't require much imagination. Most of the city is already built around you. That's also where the trade-off can start. Frisco can feel busier than some buyers expect. The pace is not sleepy, the roads are not empty. In certain areas, lots may feel tighter than people imagined when they first decided they were moving to Texas. Someone can arrive expecting big space, quiet streets, and a slower pace, and realize they chose a very active, highly developed suburb. For the right person, that's a gift. For someone craving more breathing room, it can feel like they moved north but didn't actually slow down. Here's the real question with Frisco. Are you trying to make your life more convenient, or are you trying to make your life quieter? Those are not the same goal. Prosper has a very different personality. It's the friend who looks put together, has a gorgeous house, knows every neighbor on the street, and still wants a little more room to breathe. There's a reason buyers ask about Prosper so often. The name carries a certain expectation. Newer homes, beautiful communities, larger lots in some areas, strong school appeal in Prosper ISD, family-centered neighborhoods, and that elevated suburban lifestyle that feels like a true move up. Prosper works well with buyers who aren't just looking for square footage. They want the next chapter to feel better. That's where Prosper can be very compelling. Communities like Windsong Ranch have made Prosper recognizable even nationally. The overall identity has become genuinely desirable for buyers searching across North DFW. But Prosper isn't a quiet little secret anymore. Growth changes things. Roads evolve. Retail follows rooftops. Construction becomes part of the background in certain areas. More people discover the same reasons you were drawn there in the first place. Some buyers imagine Prosper as calm, finished, and tucked away from the busier parts of North DFW. Parts of it can still feel that way. Other parts remind you very quickly that this is a city still growing into its next version. That doesn't make it a bad choice. It means you need to understand exactly where you're buying, because one neighborhood in Prosper can give you a totally different routine than another. A home that looks perfect in photos may sit along a path that changes your daily drive. A few minutes on the map can matter more than people realize. The trade-off with Prosper is growth versus completion. You can get an elevated lifestyle, newer homes, beautiful communities, and more room in certain pockets. But you're also buying into a place that is still actively changing. Some people really love that. Others want the finished product. Before choosing Prosper, ask yourself this: do you want to be part of a city's growth story, or do you want everything around you to already feel settled? That answer will tell us a lot. Celina is the friend who says, I know it looks far, but just come on out and see it. And then somehow you understand why everyone keeps talking about it. The feeling here is different. Celina has that next wave energy. It's growing fast, expanding, and attracting buyers who want space, new construction, master plan communities, and a sense that they're getting into an area before it feels completely built out. Celina ISD is another draw. Parents are doing their research and finding it. There's possibility in Celina. That's a big part of the appeal. The buyer who loves Celina usually has imagination. They can look at a development happening around them and picture what the area is becoming. They don't need every restaurant, store, and convenience in place before they feel comfortable. In many cases, they actually like the idea of being early. Not early in the middle of nowhere else sense, but early compared to places that already feel fully established. Celina can offer more breathing room, depending on the neighborhood and the price point. You can access newer homes and growing communities with a different pace than Frisco or even parts of Prosper. The caution is that growth does take time. Daily convenience may not match the fantasy right away. You might drive farther than expected. Getting back down to US 380 or up to Gunner becomes part of your routine. Dinner options may not feel as endless. Your week could pull you south more often than you planned. That's where buyers need to be honest. It's easy to love the idea of Celina. The real test is whether your week works there. How often do you need to get to Dallas, Plano, Frisco, or McKinney? What do your evenings look like? Are you someone who wants quiet at home but still needs convenience close by? Those questions matter more than the model home. The trade-off with Celina is possibility versus immediacy. You may gain space, newness, the growth potential, but you may trade some of the easy conveniences buyers get in more developed areas. For the right buyer, that is absolutely worth it. For someone who needs everything close now, frustration can build. Here's the Celina gut check. Are you excited by what an area is becoming, or do you need your daily routine to feel complete today? That answer should come before the house search gets really serious. McKinney is the friend with layers. It has a real personality, and you can't understand it from one neighborhood. That's part of what makes it so interesting. McKinney has historic charm, established areas, newer development, luxury pockets, mature trees, parks, a real downtown on the square, and neighborhoods that can feel very different from each other. For some people, that matters a lot. A brand new community can be beautiful and still not feel personal. A perfect model home can look impressive and still leave someone cold. McKinney gives those buyers another option. You can still find newer homes. You can still find luxury. You can still find convenience. McKinney ISD has a very strong appeal too. The difference is that McKinney asks you to pay closer attention to the pocket you're choosing. One part of the city can give you a very different experience than another. That variety is a strength, but also makes the search more nuanced. You can't tour 2 homes and declare that you understand McKinney. Pricing, home age, commute routes, school zoning, lot size, and neighborhood can shift quickly depending on where you are. That's where good guidance matters. The trade-off with McKinney is character versus predictability. You may get more personality, established charm, and neighborhood variation, but the search usually takes more intention than choosing a newer, master-planned area where everything feels more uniform. That's not a negative. It just means you shouldn't approach McKinney like a copy-paste suburban area. Ask yourself this before choosing it. Do you want a place with more history and variation, or would you feel better in a newer community where the lifestyle is more clearly defined? Your answer will shape the entire search. When buyers ask me which one is best, I usually slow that question down. Best for what? A city can be excellent and still be wrong for your lifestyle. Frisco might be the better fit for someone who wants convenience, activity, and access. Prosper may make more sense for a buyer looking for an elevated move-up lifestyle with strong community identity. Celina can be the right choice for someone who wants growth, space, and the feeling of being a part of what comes next. McKinney often attracts people who want charm, variety, and a little more texture in their surroundings. Those are very different lifestyles. This is why rankings don't tell the whole story. A top suburbs list can't know whether your commute will wear on you, whether your teenager's activities will send you across town every night, or whether you're missing having restaurants 5 minutes away. The wrong location usually reveals itself slowly. At first, the house is exciting, then normal life will begin. You start noticing the drive. You realize how often you leave the area. You figure out whether the neighborhood feels energizing or draining. A Saturday morning either feels like home or it starts to feel like something you talked yourself into. That's why I want people to think past the listing photos. The home matters, of course, but the routine matters just as much. Before you choose a city, picture a boring Tuesday. That will tell you more than a perfect open house weekend ever could. Where are you getting groceries? How long is the school run? Which roads are you on every day? Are you close enough to the people and places that you care about? Does the neighborhood match your actual pace or only the version of your life you imagined while scrolling online? People do this all the time. They fall in love with the idea of a house. The kitchen looks right, the backyard photographs beautifully, the office feels perfect, the street seems peaceful during the showing, then real life fills in the blanks. That's where the city either supports you or starts creating friction. If you're deciding between Prosper, Celina, Frisco, and McKinney, start with lifestyle before the houses. Most buyers do the opposite. They find a home they fall in love with and then try to make the area work. Sometimes that will work out. A lot of time it creates compromises you didn't really plan for. I'd rather reverse the order. Figure out what kind of daily life you want first. If convenience sits at the top of your list, Frisco deserves a serious look. For a more elevated move-up feel with newer communities and strong identity, and you're okay with growth still happening around you, Prosper may be your fit. Someone drawn to space, new construction, and future potential should spend real time in Celina. McKinney needs to be part of the conversation when character, established neighborhoods, and variety matter more than everything feeling brand new. After that, get very practical. Drive the area during the times you'll actually be on the road, not only on a Sunday at 11. Try the tollway to Frisco at 7:45 on a Tuesday. Go to the grocery store you'll actually use. Eat dinner nearby on a weeknight. Visit the neighborhood when it's not staged for a showing. Look at the roads, not just the house. Pay attention to how far you are from your everyday life. And please don't ignore your gut. A place can be beautiful and still feel wrong. Another area might surprise you because it fits your pace better than the one you thought you wanted. That's why local context matters so much. You're not only buying walls, finishes, and square footage, you're choosing the life wrapped around them. Here's the real story. Prosper, Celina, Frisco, and McKinney are all strong North DFW options, but they're not interchangeable. Frisco brings convenience, activity, and access. Prosper offers polished move-up feel while growth is still happening around it. Celina gives buyers room to imagine what the next version of North DFW could look like. And McKinney stands out for character, variety, and a more layered sense of place. None of that makes one city automatically better. It makes the fit more personal. So before you chase homes across 4 different cities, slow down and ask what you want normal life to feel like. That's the real purchase, not just the house, the life you want to build around it. If you're trying to figure out where you fit in North DFW, let's talk. Tell me what you're looking for, what you want to avoid, and how your life actually works day to day. We can talk through Prosper, Celina, Frisco, and McKinney, and the specific neighborhoods and the school districts that may make most sense for you. Drop your question in the comments below. I will read every one of them, or reach out directly. If you have questions, you know where to find me.